I think I was about 17 when I saw a giraffe gallop in the wild for the very first time. The sight of this incredibly majestic creature just gallop across the South African landscape was incredible. I think I was about 17 or 18 when I had my first kinky massage in Bangkok. There was such a rush in knowing that we were doing something which was considered such a taboo back home, but it was so acceptable in the place that we were. I think it was a couple of years later, we were in Dubai and there were these cops who just yelled at us because we got into a cab without realizing there was a whole queue of people behind us, and that was the norm there. That was something we were oblivious to. And one of the most incredible experiences I've had is, I love diving, but one of the best dives I've actually had is when we went diving through a shipwreck. It's a ship that sank about a century ago, and it is haunting, it is scary, there's nothing, you can't talk, there are just bubbles. The common thread between all of these stories is that they all happen when I'm outside my house. I'm outside my comfort zone. Travel, it does incredible things to you. You know, when you travel, there's the possibility of just two things. Either when you get out of your house, you realize, oh my God, what I have back home is so amazing. I built a life for myself which is beautiful. And you really begin to value what you have, which is great. Alternatively, you'd probably step out of your house, look around and realize that you've been living in a bubble. You'll realize that everything you seem to know is confined to just the four walls of your house, and there's a whole universe out there that you haven't explored. There are ways and means that you haven't adapted to. And that's incredible as well, because it will suddenly tell you that you need to broaden your horizons. You know, in the proverbial story of the big fish in the small pond, I think it's always good to be the small fish in this huge ocean of possibility where every single turn is an adventure. When they talk about somebody who's well-traveled, the reason a person who's well-traveled is always considered so cool is because they're so full of stories. With every village and city and district and country they've been through, they've probably met people who've been incredible to them. They've probably met people who've tried to deceive them and cheat them, but they've managed to come alive knowing that they can handle all of it. Here's the cool part, okay? No matter what happens in the story of your life, you will always be the hero. You are the protagonist, alright? No matter what happens, you are the star cast. Wouldn't it also be incredible if you added so much to the story? If the story itself was a blockbuster? There. That's the kind of story you want, isn't it? And it's yours. Travel. It will do incredible things to you.